Hello everyone, welcome to GoTarryn TV today. I'm Tarryn the Traveling Trainer of Atlanta, Georgia, episode 535. Thanks so much for stopping by. And in just a few moments, we're going to be having another gentleman stopping by, a returning guest. You've seen him multiple times here on GoTarryn TV in the past, and that is Freddy G, fitness professional and movement specialist of Fit Peru. He's going to be on here in just a few moments. Before Freddy G comes on here, please make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. And while you're at it, watching this video, go ahead and like this video, leave us a comment, and be so kind to share it on your social media and with some friends while you're at it as well. So when we return, again, we're going to be having a Fit Peru movement specialist, fitness professional, Freddy G. Hey everyone, we're back, and welcome back. Side by side, as you can see, we're also welcoming back a movement specialist of Fit Peru, Mr. Freddy G. Freddy, how are you doing today?
Great.
All right. A long time no see. I haven't seen you in like at least, about an hour at Family Life Center?
That was a long time.
It was. It felt like an eternity for me. You were teaching a really cool class there. What class was that you were finishing up there, Freddy?
That was Station Nation. Is all interval training.
Okay.
Cardio strength. At the end is a little stretch. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I want to tell you this and all the people watching. We've had Freddy on multiple times in the past. I urge everyone to check out the previous interviews we've had Freddy. He did a video demonstration one time at Family Life Center for us. Freddy's got about 10 years of experience with high and low impact aerobics, localized step circuit training, body pump boot camp, etc., etc. He just told you about Station Nation and some of the fusion stuff that he's doing at Family Life Center. So again, a long list of accolades for this gentleman. But Freddy, on your suggestion, your idea, I really like this topic today because we asked you to come back on a suggested topic of talking about certifications for group exercise instructors, personal trainers, fitness professionals like yourself. And so that's why we've got you on here, and I'm really excited to talk to you about that because I think that's really important for people that are watching.
Oh, definitely. Mostly here in America, they require to have a national certification in order to teach classes.
Yes.
Group exercise or personal training or whatever is your format you want to teach. But they require because you have to pass a test in order to just teach people.
Yes, that's very true. And Freddy, we've talked a lot about some really good topics on here before, and certification is really important. Continuing education, that's something I take very strongly, and I always urge when clients are looking at their whether they're going with a trainer or an exercise instructor or what have you, to look at the certifications. And you have a long list. You've got a long resume of different certifications, way too many for me to list out right now. But if you could, Freddy, I'm gonna ask you in a story timeline kind of way. Take us back to Peru in Lima about maybe 23 years ago or so, back in 1993, when you had your Fitness International Association Aerobics Instructor, FIA, certification, and what led you into this whole field to begin with. What was Freddy thinking at that point in entering into group exercise as an aerobics instructor to start with?
Yeah, that was 1993, my first certification ever.
Mm-hmm.
I was 20-something, whatever. I start practicing, taking classes from other people. I used to ride bikes and jogging a lot at the time, and then word by mouth, people just connect each other. And one of these guys, he used to do gymnastics.
Oh, okay.
And he was doing some classes, aerobics classes, and I was really curious about that. And he told me like, we're using music, and it's a lot of people, mostly females, blah blah blah. I said, oh, that's interesting. I love music, so, and besides, we are in a sport field, biking and jogging, and he was doing gymnastics. So, and then he invited me over and said, well, there's no many males in the class, so it will be great if you jump into it since you like music. So,
yes.
course. And then at the time, Jane Fonda, Kathy Smith, they got videos or whatever. I don't even knew that they were exist. So until his class, and he just like walk me through it, and I say, "Oh, this is interesting." A lot of jumping jacks and a lot of grapevines and silly steps at this time. If you see that before back in the day, to me, it's still so you can rescue some movements that are people that are still doing it, like jumping jacks, push-ups. I mean, burpees at the time. The people they were crazy about it too. But it was more like adding exercises without any structure. Just just move and do it. If they don't care. I didn't care more about that technical stuff because the fun part is the music that involved with music and beats and steps that you go along with it. So it was fun at the time, and then it was a point that Luz Rivera, I think she was Puerto Rican, so she was opening everybody's eyes in South America actually. So she came with this certification, Fitness International Association, which is not existing anymore. I tried to Google it. I don't know where it goes. I don't know where she at, but she was the first figure that I was look up for, and she taught us music and a little structure for stepping and doing some choreography based class. It was really interesting and hard for somebody that never knew that was a structure, music phrases, 8 beats per minute, like a phrase have to have 4 8s, stuff like that, like poetry, like poem. If you read, it's always 8 8 8 8. It's 4 8 plus by 4 is 32 counts. So this is a lot. It's another field that it's a little deep if you want to go there to find out how you teach class with a music background, with the beats, structural. Yeah.
Very good, Freddie. Yeah. Can you find that woman on Facebook, or is she anywhere on social media, to your knowledge?
Actually, I think there's gonna be a starting point like later today. I'm thinking of now because you brought it out that it will be cool though. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know where she at. That will be really interesting.
Let me
Yeah,
know if you find her. Keep us in touch.
yeah,
That'd be cool.
that's yeah. I think she lives in the United States somewhere, but she's Latina. I mean, Puerto Rican somewhere. A beautiful lady. At that point, she was like a mature, kind of like in middle age, but she looks awesome. And we were just chickens, like kids, just like urge to learn and picking stuff from her.
That's really cool. And then subsequently after that, Freddie, a couple years later, I noted that in 1995, it looks like you hooked up with Reebok University in Brazil. Is that right? Can you tell us about that, please?
Oh yeah. Well, after that, 2 years after, I
Mm-hmm.
think, yeah, you try to find yourself. At that time, I think Alpha starts spreading their word all around South America.
Mm-hmm.
But it was expensive at the time. I was working. I mean, it's different life, different mindset, So my priorities was other stuff, but at the same time, parallel, it was my aerobics classes and music and all the stuff. So I get saved some money, and peeps, colleagues around us, we are in the same age with the same, goal, and I say, oh, there's the main big fitness convention in South America, which is in Brazil.
Mm.
So I never been out of my country. I've never been out of my square comfort zone. So I said, let's go. Let's do it. So it was exciting. So save my money, take a flight, go there, and it was like, dude, it's a different horizons. It's like huge, 10,000 people in a big coliseum, uh, practicing, dancing in the same time. It was amazing. The energy is just awesome. Brazil, Brazil, samba,
Yeah.
everybody's just every day, whatever. It's just awesome experience. And then you got certification. You have to have like 4 days taking classes back to back. And
Wow.
it's a lot of classes in the same time. You have to pick the right one for you, which one is suiting you. Uh, it was really intense. At the time I was young. I mean, I don't feel any pain.
Hmm.
8, 10 classes a day. So we were like, oh my God. So we don't have cameras. I mean, we have cameras, but not like now. You can record, and you have to take a notes and steps and workshops and all this text.
Hmm.
It was a work, like researching, practicing at the same time. It was really nice, but it was an experience, the big one in South America, which last year I went back there since that time.
Okay.
What, when it's 1995, right?
I
Well, I went
Yep.
back 98
Hmm.
for just fun, but last year I went back to the convention,
Uh-huh.
which all these formats are changed. The new formats now, you have to buy the CDs with the choreography on all, which I'm not crazy about it. You know, it's sales, it's a corporation,
Yeah.
not like before they don't let you be you. So you have to follow some formats, which is an option.
Hmm.
It works for some people. They don't want to think much. They don't want to, being more structured, but just follow somebody else ideas, which, I mean, okay, if that's suiting you, just go for it. But not me. I'm in the business a long time ago, so I know what my population needs, and I do my own formats.
The Fit Peru way, instead of, like you said, some people like the franchise way. If we an analogy to like restaurants, somebody owns a McDonald's or Starbucks, like, well, I know how they do it, so I'll just follow their way versus doing it your own way, I guess, for the people watching.
I mean, it is what it is.
Hmm.
Like, not much in personal training because
Yeah.
you have one certification or maybe two for a specific format, like which is personal training.
Hmm.
One about group exercise is more is big. It's
Hmm.
signature format is like disciplines, whatever they
True.
call. Yeah, so it's bigger, or the field is more choices.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Freddie, take us through like the late '90s after that, because then you got acquired some more certifications. You were all over the place. You went and got the New World Fitness IDEA, 1996, Orlando, Florida, and then in 1997 back in Lima with the IV Aerobica, and that was also San Antonio in 1997. And then subsequently, I'm going to try to say this the best way I can. Técnicas en Jiu-Jitsu Instituto Superior in San Pablo. Is that right? In 2000?
Yeah, that was different. I tried to do some mind body connect. It's more
Okay.
like massage oriented. It was a shiatsu is a technique, like acupressure.
Kind of like, yeah, I've
Uh,
heard that. Like massage almost.
yeah, exactly. It's Chinese technique,
Okay.
and it's more like a pressing trigger points, and it connects with other part of your body.
I
It's
see.
really interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you don't have to take your clothes off. It's just on the surface. It's really interesting. Sometimes you can apply kind of Thai massage because kind of pulling and pushing, and at the same time, just incorporate all this move. Depends who's gonna receive that.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Very interesting. And then, Freddie, tell us about after the year 2000. So we're in 2001 now, back in Peru, with your work with Gatorade Sports Science Institute.
That was Gatorade. They went really hard in because the business grows a lot there. Everybody start, taking that Gatorade electrolytes substitute. When you sweat, you need to recovery, and there's the electrolytes. So Gatorade, and they went doing little how do you say workshops
Okay. Hmm.
about teaching why it's so important to
Hmm.
drink with some water after you depleting it, work out and sweating. So, which is was interesting, but mostly after that, I didn't really care about certification because that was a wake up call for me because they try to sell what they promote, which is
Hmm.
the game, and it's not natural at all. It's
Hmm.
all chemicals in it, and that was it. I said, okay. So they show you the information nutritional, on the side and say what is in this bottle.
Yes.
Might be good stuff like I can 10%. Can I say that? I don't know. And the
Hmm.
rest is just full of additives,
Hmm.
colors, and chemicals, and that is not good for your system. But it's still, the flavor is just catchy. Everybody just, like Coca-Cola or Pepsi, carbonate, but that wasn't carbonate, but more colors and chemicals in it.
Hmm.
So teach you that and what is in it and how you can take the liquids in a spare of time after you working out or during the workout. So it was interesting. I mean, you learn something anyway. So,
Hmm.
but it was uh, the last certification that I was kind of like stop thinking about certification, but mostly the trip that you take
Hmm.
through it, like the learning process that was more interesting for me. So
Sure.
certification, because you don't pass the test there. You just get certification because you attended that workshop. So that was it.
Hmm.
So yeah, uh, I didn't care about certification after that, really, because I think knowledge comes with um, experience, years of experience and practicing and see what is work for you, what is work for certain people.
Definitely, yeah, much agreed. Freddie, we're going to talk about the Reebok University again here because back in 2002, Reebok University. Can you tell us about some of these things here that I'm going to tell you here? Total Condition Reebok Core Training, Reebok Final Cuts, Reebok Resistable, Reebok Martial Arts, Reebok Flexible Strength, Reebok Sports Yoga. Tell us about
So,
those, please, with your experience there.
so those certification, each certification, they give you one per class for workshop that you take.
Hmm.
You don't even pass a test. You just took the class. Okay, there you go,
Okay.
certification. So that was really nice. They start incorporating new formats and using new toys. That was the first time that I used the medicine ball. Well, the big ball, the stability ball.
Uh huh. Hmm.
The first time, yeah, because Bosu start going in South America,
Okay.
uh, try to sell all these toys, and then yeah, they incorporating rubber bands, small toys, medicine balls with the weights. So that was really interesting because you can add those toys to your classes as a little props. It might help, it depends how you use it though. So that certification is because you took that class,
Hmm.
but not because you passed that test. There wasn't test. It was a little convention, small convention in town. So, and I met my one of my mentor, which is Lawrence Viscontini, and then I met him back here in some small. I think it's Sarah's. It's called Atlanta Mania, the Manias, a small convention in each state
Okay.
uh, around United States. So he was one of those professors there, and he's really good. He's great. He got good. The way that he direct classes is just unique. It's amazing. You can just stare at him, and the focus is right there. It's
Hmm.
very very interesting. He's really good.
That must be a really good instructor. That's excellent. Let me ask you this, Freddie. Then you have the group exercise instructor certification through AFA, of course. Tell us about that, why AFA, and what you like about the group exercise certification in general, please.
Well, here, in order to work in gyms or this big corporation, they require you to have a national certification, which is AFA. So,
Yeah.
which is one popular one. And just I need that in order to teach classes here, because my other certifications from Brazil or Peru or Argentina is not valid here.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and you have to have it, which I'm really understand that, because it's kind of like reviewing what I was learning in the past, and is that going to help me to teach here, and kind of take tips, all this information through AFA in my classes here. And it's very important for everybody, I think. But as I said before, I'm done with certifications. I think this is a corporation that takes everybody. This is a really beneficial for instructor, because nobody's gonna tell you here I don't think anywhere, that you are really good for this profession or bad. So that's my kind of my argument with other colleagues, because who's gonna tell you? Who's the judge to tell you, hey, you can be good in the stage directing 20 people, or you can be good one-on-one, right? So, for example, is somebody told you that you can be a good trainer?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's not, who are they to say that? You're right. Like, that's not really a valid argument on their behalf.
But I think everybody should know their skills.
Yes, yes, definitely.
You can be knowledgeable on, reading and all this theory, but in the practice, you might suck. And there's nobody around you to tell you, hey, I can't take classes from you, because you just you're not for this. You're not for this. So that's my position in AFA when I was studying this thick book in anatomy, biomechanics, and cardio, heart rate, and that's very important to know about your body and pass the test, which it was over 80. You have to pass the test, and then somebody was there and waiting until you finish without peeping around and asking. So that was good point for AFA, but my issue is you have to get a certification, recertification, or if you don't have credits, get certified every 2 years, and you have to pay again and again and again. I don't know about that. I mean, I think it's not just AFA there, it's many other corporations. But in order to be certified and keep your dates, update all your information, you have to have every 2 years. And pass the test again, the same old thing, I don't know. But when I used it, and they start offering courses, like this boot camp. So you have to take those courses in order to get credits, But I just don't know. I'm still juggling if I'm going to renew my IFA certification. But if I'm going to renew it, my next step will be like, I want to go deeper in that and maybe being a judge. And I don't know how they work, but try to be teaching other instructors how to teach, music, structure, and all this exercise, speaking exercise, for each classes. I'm more interested on that. So we'll.
Yeah, that's
I'm
excellent. Wow, that's
yeah.
good. Well, you got to keep your options open, Freddie. That's exciting. You got plenty of alternatives you can do.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Well, Freddie, this is great. I've thoroughly enjoyed this with you. You've really been thorough and very knowledgeable on telling people out there. I think a lot of trainers and group exercise instructors could probably watch this video and get a lot out of it. But before we let you go, Freddie, let's get some contact information from you, please. If this is the first time anybody out there is meeting you or watching you here, what's the best ways to learn more about you and Fit Peru?
Just go to my website, fitperu.net.
Mm-hmm.
You got my phone there, my all informations, or just look for me on Life Family Life Center, which is very popular, and everybody can go there and just take classes. Maybe they can see you, and through you ask everybody else.
Wonderful. Very good, Freddie. Well, that's terrific. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on here, telling us the breakdown of the certifications, about your history, about how you were certified and brought to this point, and just keep doing the wonderful job you're doing, Freddie. Let's have you back on here very soon in the near future.
Awesome. Thank you for that questions. Actually, I was like really try to get the word out about that certification, which is okay. It's important to have in a certification, but you have to pass a test in order to get the certification.
Mm-hmm.
Not just a certification because you attend a workshop and just being present there. That's no valid to me.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before, you learn from experience, and you're gonna preach what you really learn in those years of experience and practicing.
Very well said, Freddie. I love it. Well, very good. Thank you again, and we'll get your contact information with the website on the screen here as we fade to black. Freddie, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Tarryn. I will see you around, okay?
We'll see you around. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Freddie. All right. Peace out. Bye-bye.